Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcoring Guides, bringing my guide for Transformers Devastation on Prime difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 6 entitled Ferrotaxis, and this is my all-character campaign run. So, yeah, next up would be Optimus, because, yeah, that's right, we finished off Shockwave with Grimlock, so yeah, it would go Optimus. I think that I finished this chapter with Bumblebee, because Sideswipe starts the next one. And by the way, update on Chapter 7 real quick. I caved in for the Devastator Minotaur fight. I caved in, I used items, but to be fair, again, I've done it without items before. It is possible, it is feasible. It's just that, like, if this is a true celebration of Transformers Devastation, why not do everything that the game would allow you to theoretically do within guide reasons? Now, of course, you know, if I was to do everything, I'd have to be doing all the side mission stuff, of course. I know, getting all the collectibles, I know, but for the sake of the guide itself, that's just beating the game on Prime, I think that's fair to say I can avoid all that for the most part. Now, if you're doing SS rank stuff, I think you have to do the side missions. I've been told that you don't have to, but that I'm not sure. I think this game works in the same way that MGR works. Like, I believe there are extra fights you can go find if you go back. By the way, when these guys spawn, they like to come, speaking of going back, they like to come back here every time. I don't know why they don't just start spawning in as soon as you get down to this little path here. I don't know, unless the devs were like, yeah, they're not going to make it up there that fast. Whoever's playing this game, you know, if they're going to make it up there that fast, they got to be like a speedrunner or something. You know, maybe, I don't know. I think I'm making fun of the devs a little too hard there, because, like, let's be honest, like, you know, they made a damn fine game. It's relatively pretty damn polished. There are times where, like, well, to be fair, I don't think I've ever really run into bugs, because I'm never sure what's a bug and what's not, because there's times where I'll do, like, a drive rush, which is, you know, the vehicle transformed full speed into, like, triangle attack, and there was one time where it just didn't work, and I don't know if that was because either I was too close to an enemy, or maybe I hit dodge at the same time, like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this is still a pretty damn solid, polished game. Like, no doubt about it. I could praise this game till the day I die on how good this game was. And, oh, I guess I forgot a Decepticon image. Damn it. Or a flag, whatever they're called. Shit. Well, the thing is, like, I could have sworn that I got all of them, or at least most of them in my normal campaign when I first played the game, but, or a second playthrough or whatever it was. Maybe in Magnus, I think I paid attention, but I don't know. So I could have sworn these things just reappear on different difficulties. They might, I have no idea. But anyway, this is definitely the hardest fight of this specific chapter, no doubt. This is also I would say, probably the hardest Protect Wheeljack mission. So starting off real quick, go straight for the shield guys. And when the ground soldiers start to appear, and they're starting to go toward Wheeljack, if you have ultimate, go for it. You know, if you need to, like, checkpoint die, you know, you can build up overdrive that way, and then just blast the ground soldiers. If you don't want to do that, also make sure you have a decent gun for the Seekers. This gun I'm using right now, this pistol thing, surprisingly was quite effective toward them, because the Seekers are going to be a massive problem in the next wave. Not this one specifically, but still. Ground soldiers, you know, you can always just do the dodge, hold triangle, kick them away move, and you can knock them off the cliff. So there's also that. Now, when the Insecticons spawn, you're going to immediately want to go right in between them. And if you want to use your ultimate here, that's also a good idea. However, one good thing is just going straight for just, you know, drive rush attack. But do not forget that there is going to be a giant version of, looks like the Scrapnel in the background, that will appear, I think, like a second or two after those guys appear. So just go in there, you know, punch them up, do as much damage as you can, run back to Wheeljack and save him from, just in case you're dealing with the humanoid or giant versions of the Scrapnels. Now, I also have equipped the loudspeaker, and it's mostly because, like, one, I mean, Optimus, why not? I just kind of left it on because it made sense for his playthrough. I do have it equipped, and by the way, you cannot use it on Insecticons when they're in their transformed state, which is kind of weird because most characters that are in transformed state, you can actually use a loudspeaker on to basically de-transform them. But Insecticons are kind of weird in that regard, where, like, you just can't do that to them. I don't know why. So this is where Seekers are going to be a problem. I'd say focus more so on the Seekers when they appear again, and just take them out real quick after you take out the first wave of Insecticons. this is all just a big, giant management fight. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. It's all really just about understanding where and who are going to be attacking Wheeljack at one time. And trying to keep them as far away, and, if possible, keep the aggression, the aggro, onto you instead of Wheeljack, of course. But that's quite difficult to do. This is another case of you're going to want to have good machine gun, or at the very least, good gun that can blow up bombshells pretty quick. If you don't have that, you could always just do like what I did with the drive rush, and possibly get a vehicle attack off them. Run back to Wheeljack and just start shooting down the bombshells, the red ones. And then, after that, start taking out the Seekers the best you can. Now, again, if you don't have a ranged weapon, this might prove to be a more difficult fight, because trying to jump up here and take these guys out just takes too much time. You know, even with decent damaged weapons, it's still arguably a pretty difficult thing to deal with. As soon as the cargo arms spawn, you're going to want to just have an ultimate ready for them and just blow them up. It would be a lot faster, but even if you don't have it, of course, I keep saying even if, which is true, because this game is, you know, there's always a chance for anything to happen. Even if you don't have it, you can always just do this, because for the most part, Wheeljack should be fine. Once these guys spawn in, basically the game just tells you, like, hey, go beat those guys up, because things are about to go bad. And if you're quick enough, you should, in theory, take out anything that potentially might cause you some problems before, well, yeah, I don't know what I was trying to go with that, but either way, everything should be fine. So, there's that. If you want to know where I use ultimates at normally, it's like the Insecticons when they appear, the first group. And then, oh, god damn it, sorry, it only happens when I commentate. And it's just, you know, yeah. Like, I ate like a couple hours ago. And it just does, hopefully nobody heard that. God damn it. Like, I don't want to start over. I'm sorry. It annoys me too, trust me. I promise. I fucking hate it. But, like, I don't talk to anybody all day. So, what ends up happening is, you know, I'm just sitting here and then my voice just goes completely out, or something will happen. My body will just make noise, you know, right when I'm doing commentary. It's like, dude, come on. You know, I spent a good portion of the day playing game, and then now you work, and now you do thing. Real quick, again, ultimate I would suggest just saving for this guy, for these guys. You don't have to, because in all absolute fairness, it is just regular standard kickback, you know, Insecticons, so nothing too bad. And even then, the ground soldiers themselves, like, you could just do the easy dodge into heavy triangle, and I want to say that you can probably knock them off the cargo, but I don't know. I get all my stuff mixed up. I played this game to the point where I'm starting to forget what's what. And unfortunately for this fight, this one's going to be a long one, guys. I'm sorry, but there was just no way for me to make this any faster than it was. But I can give you a little bit of a tip. So you can, of course, dodge and get focus off that, which would help, of course. When the cargo starts to kind of go left and right like that, you're not going to take... You might take minimal damage, I think, a little bit of damage. But the thing is, regardless if you take damage or not, you will be stunned if you're not careful, which is why you kind of want to get a vehicle attack going before the robot arm starts to kind of, like, make the cargo hold shake a little too much, like, basically right here. And yes, you can get hit by that fire, and it's just... it's stupid. Like, in my opinion, I definitely think that should just be a background thing. And you can see I'm just avoiding it, but yeah, there... as far as I'm aware, I didn't take any damage. I wasn't paying attention. But I believe you don't take damage from that. However, you will get stunned, which will, of course, make it to where the robot arm will eventually just leave, come back, but also taking more damage to the cargo. But then again, like, you know, it's kind of hard to kill that thing off fully anyway. In all fairness, it is kind of hard to completely die there. I mean, well, die in terms of cargo. Like, it's easy to die just by getting hit, of course, but yeah. So there was a cut there. I did die to this asshole. You know, it happens. But Sentry Bot fight, if you have good gun, you could just shoot him down for the most part. But when it comes to attacking him, when he's doing that red laser thing where he builds up pillars, that's a good time to attack. Because he's definitely closer to the ground. I think you can dodge... Again, it's just a bunch of I think you can dodge the laser thing that he shoots at you But, like, from the downward pillar strike, I think he can technically do that. Or that you can get a dodge off it, I mean. If you have a weapon, or if you know how to do a double vehicle attack, this will come in handy. However, for Optimus, I don't know. Like, usually when it comes to it, I thought it was just weapons only that makes it to where, like, you can do a double attack or not. But I think it also is just character dependent at the same time. Like, even right there, for example, like, I did get that double attack. And unfortunately, you know, like the asshole he is, I get hit by a stun ball, of all things, and fall down and take damage, which was stupid. But, you know, it happens. Not much I can really do. And, of course, when he's stunned like that, you're going to want to do as much damage as you possibly can. Nothing too bad. Sentry Bot's not bad. It's just... There's just those times where, like, you'll just get hit and you'll be like, what? Why? So, yeah, keep your eye on that, of course. And the faster you kill him, the better, because that'll keep the... I'm so used to Bionicle, like, Oh, yeah, by the way. All that does is just lift that up for, you know, side stuff. Nothing in particular that we are too concerned about at the moment, of course. Oh, yeah, also, if you do go into focus, you can just run right through the lasers without taking damage, which is nice. Oh, by the way, this part, another asshole moment. I get past the arc checkpoint, right? And this is why I had to do the whole video over again, because I got into it and I saw the thing pop up behind me. I'm like, are you kidding me? After I got into the Soundwave fight. Like, are you kidding me, dude? So if you jump to that last platform and then you jump back, you can go into the arc. It's stupid. I don't know why they did that, but... It's dumb. Also, here's Soundwave's toughest fight. I would recommend just going straight for Ravage over there. Frenzy, I think. Just go kick his ass. Just go kick his ass. Go kick his ass. Like from Conker's Bad Fur Day, right? You know, go kick his ass. So just kick the little stereos, you know, right in the dick hole. Because he should be your first priority to take care of. Now, for the bird, well, you can use him for basically focus fodder. But that is if you wanted to. Laserbeak, yeah. I should know this, considering the fact I like Soundwave a lot, but... yeah, I'm kind of dumb, so there's that. I guess I'm not... Of course, I'm not like the biggest fan out there. I'm not going to say that. It's just, I really like him. I like his design. I think he's a cool character. I just wish that he had more, especially like in just games in general. And the movies, by the way. The Michael Bay movies. I wish he wasn't just a giant fucking satellite, but... I don't know. I haven't seen Transformers 1 yet. I don't think that's Michael Bay. I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah. I kind of failed on taking out who I wanted to take out first. But, at the very least, if you take out this turd first, it should be fine. Ravage is not going to cause too much trouble. You know, he's got really weak defense. He just evades. If you get into a focus attack, great. And, again, you could use these guys. You can use the cassettes as mostly just cannon fodder for you to get... At the very least, any decent amount of just dodging. I got really lucky right there, too, because that probably would have... It wouldn't have killed me, because this game does have that endure thing going on, but yeah, I probably would have gotten hurt by that a lot. Homing missiles will, of course, home back, so make sure that you're dodging before the focus time disappears, which at this point in time, if you're Chapter 6 deep, you should be relatively familiar with how the dodging mechanic works. Of course, this video is also, like... Technically speaking, it's primarily made for people that do want a guide, I guess. But at the same time, like if you're just now playing the game and you come across this video and you're like, oh, I've always wanted to play this game. What does it look like? And I'm watching a guy playing on the hard setting, you know, just to get a taste of it, of how aggressive and crazy this could be. You know, these things might be new to you, which is of course fine. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I do that sometimes. But yeah, loudspeaker combo type thing, you know, vehicle attack into shooting gun. It just basically just eliminates Soundwave, and he's the final boss of Chapter 6, so that's it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time for the final chapter. And as always, take care, everybody.